Welcome, welcome to Healthy Happy Hour. So glad to see everybody here. And I'm glad to see everybody over on Instagram. Here we are with Facebook. It's like a back and forth. Which way do we go with these cameras? Camera 1, camera 2. Close the eyes. Camera 1, camera 2.
I can only close
Camera
one
one.
eye, so I think
Camera
it's going
two.
to be Instagram for me.
So before we truly get going, this is your last day.
Oh, yeah.
Not on Earth, but this is your last day to participate in the One Hope / Dennis W. Zielinski Jr. Memorial Fund fundraiser. Every case, every bottle that you purchase, 10% goes directly to the fund so they can purchase and train and place dogs with veterans who are disabled at this point, who have risked their lives for us, have been in harm's way, have seen harm, and the link is onehopewine.com/event/51533. That's right, 51533. And if you would like to forego the wine and just make a donation direct, you can go to runwithdennis.org. Again, runwithdennis.org, and you can make your donation there. Don't wait, just do it. Go ahead. That's all I got to say about that.
Okay.
All right. Why am I so amped up? Because I am amped up! Yes, for guys and girls, we have the, I've done so many segments on that test boosters don't work. This test booster works for both guys and girls. Don't worry, girls, you're not going to grow facial hair. You're not going to...
I haven't.
It helps a lot with energy, recovery, strength. You'll just feel like a better version of yourself. Yes, you can use this for PCT, for those of you that are doing, we'll just call it anti-aging. And for those that aren't doing anti-aging, you just become a better version of yourself. So amped up here at Fit. Speaking of fit,
There you go.
I'm going to have a freaking Fit aid. It's freaking good. Right, Lila? Yeah. Can you see Lila over there? Get over here for Facebook, too. Come on, come do the Facebook dance. Facebook dance. All right. If you want to see Lila dance, you'll see it on Instagram.
She's amped up without the amped up.
Seriously, yeah, right?
If we all had the energy of 5-year-olds, imagine what we could accomplish in life.
So, have fun, Instagram. This is good. In the Keto Size Me film, which is now in full swing, on the 5th, Dr. Mike is going to be starting.
Yes, he is.
He's going to be eating the Burger King patties, which were the double-blind
Fan
favorite, exactly.
Yes.
That's awesome. This is
Breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
And we've got some amazing names that are becoming a part of this.
More by the day.
Film is exciting! I'm just saying, it's very exciting.
Yay!
Tomorrow we get to do a NFL-style combine with a little functionized twist to see his pre-performance. We're also going to do post-performance as well in there. And
He did decent last time he did his weight cut challenge. He did. His pre and post workout.
He's not going to back down from anything.
That is true. He will not.
Lila on Instagram again. So, one thing that I'm not concerned about him, now that we get into the world of acting, is to know why no actor ever has to worry about breaking a leg. You know why that is?
Why is that?
Why don't you have to worry about breaking a leg? It's because every acting crew has a cast.
Oh, this is so good.
So with the cuteness we got going on here, let's get really dark and deep and talk about how EMFs are going to kill you.
Scandalous.
So EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, and these EMFs, fine.
That's all she wanted.
So these EMFs, electromagnetic frequencies, you get bombarded by them daily. 4G, you're getting bombarded. 5G is a whole new world of 5G. Ask anybody who works for a cable company or phone company that has to go up on a tower, ask them if they are okay when they go up there. Most likely, they're going to be suffering from headaches, very woozy, dizzy, and these nausea, disoriented. Now, that's not good. Oh my goodness, it's not good.
Right.
What about other EMFs? Other EMFs come from, we all know, our cell phone. They come from our car. Driving in the car, you're getting bombarded. Going across country in an airplane bombards you with so many more EMFs than any radiograph could ever do. The outlets, there's dirty energy. There's a real thing called dirty energy.
Dirty energy.
All the little surges going through your walls if it's not done upright.
Cable boxes.
Cable boxes.
Computers, laptops.
You name it. TVs. If there's electricity in it, you can get bombarded by these EMFs, right?
Yes.
So,
And then you will not be bouncing around like that.
Right. Individuals may get electrohypersensitivity. They may not get electric hypersensitivity. Oh, how do we even get serious about this here? So, 3 to 8% of the population in this country experiences extreme hypersensitivity. It doesn't mean that those that are not experiencing extreme hypersensitivity aren't
It's just
feeling
like in
the
Better
effects.
Call Saul.
What about Better Call Saul?
The brother. The lawyer.
Oh my goodness.
Yes.
Why am I about to drink this? Yes, in Better Call Saul, he was experiencing.
Yes, you cannot
Oh,
walk.
thank you.
You cannot walk into a room. You cannot be around any electricity. Use candles. They're super sensitive. Experience all over body aches.
Everything from Parkinsonian symptoms to Alzheimer's, ADD, ADHD, tinnitus, decreased immune systems. People may get sicker as a result. This is a happy hour. For some individuals, merely walking into a coffee shop could give them some aggravated symptoms.
Yeah. What?
Truly scandalous. Individuals can experience these symptoms in lines at post offices, pretty much anywhere.
Anywhere.
Absolutely anywhere. And individuals that are surrounding them that may have their electric devices, even more so, could be greatly bothersome. That's why I know in the Fit Lab I've done a lot of things to protect everybody from them.
Absolutely.
We have a dirty energy blocker over there. Not so much blocker, kind of regulates the electricity through the walls.
Yes.
Grounding is another thing, and I'm going way too ahead right now. But grounding is another thing that we do. And you can do that with a little ground box and hardwiring everything. Use a Cat 7 or Cat 8 cable. There's a little piece of metal on there. You put it in the grounder, and then you take that to your device. It works very, very well.
So we don't use Wi-Fi. We try to minimize the use of Wi-Fi.
Right, and every piece of equipment around here is dedicated to
Smart chip.
Wi-Fi.
Right.
So, in order to reduce that, we take everything up to 5G. We haven't done, I know, and I'd love to do, if this were on place, I would definitely do that, is paint. There's a special paint. It's actually black, so it's going to take a coat of that.
And then some
And then some other coats on top of that,
Gotcha.
but it actually absorbs EMFs. Also, plants. Why do you think we got so many plants here? And I love the fact that we're surrounded by trees and bushes around here. Plants help absorb. If there's too much radiation, you'll notice plants dying.
Yep.
It's a big...
Radiation kills?
It does. But definitely, everyone likes wireless. It's easy to go wireless, right?
Yeah.
But in our case, I've definitely hardwired and spent quite a bit hardwiring everything and taking it from the boxes there.
Correct.
You could even get a router that's a wired router. It doesn't have to actually be wireless. And a lot of people I know want that wireless router. But if you're suffering from symptoms, or could potentially suffer symptoms, and let's face it, everyone's going to suffer from these symptoms.
You notice if your kids get cranky if they've been watching TV too long or playing their video games, chances are they're being exposed to too many EMFs.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to lack of water and nutrients, and it just slows the brain down. But children get cranky.
To get this right here, on May 21st, 2011, the International Agency for Research on Cancer There's 27 scientists from 14 countries that work on behalf of the World Health Organization, and they concluded that exposure to cell phone radiation is a possible carcinogen, and classified it into the 2B category. That's the same category as DDT, lead, gasoline, engine exhaust, burning coal, dry cleaning chemicals, and then some. So,
you're not gonna go lather yourself in, cleaning chemicals, but you put your phone right up to your ear.
right, and even in the, it's all good. It's fine. That's fine. Even in the, whatchamacallit, so many kids around, it distracts. It has nothing to do with the ADD that's going on here. When it comes to cell phones, even in the user manual, it actually says to hold away from the body. And everyone takes it and puts it right up to the ear. But how are you supposed to hold a phone away from your body because you're actually touching it?
Yes.
So you're
always
still
attached,
touching it. So it's
right.
not bombarding your brain, but even here, it's attached and going through your entire body. Right, Lila?
Yeah.
There's a lot of back and forth on the truths versus not the truths.
Correct.
And
You
not
can always go one way or the other. People go off the deep end on a number of topics.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's truths to everything.
The conspiracy theories out there are fun to talk about.
Of course.
But even in Dr. Mercola's books on EMFs, it's pointed out right here of what's being shown that this is 100% a carcinogen to the body. Yet, it's not profitable. I mean, come on, 5G, we can now have cars that drive themselves. Without 5G, we don't have cars that drive themselves, right?
Nope.
We can have nuclear missiles hitting a little spot on the floor with the technology.
Pinpoint precision.
Right. I mean, it's really cool the stuff that we can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really about blocking ourselves. Now, with cell phones, we can do some things such as, when we're not using it, put in airplane mode.
Do it every night.
Believe it or not, and not just nighttime, even the daytime, when we're walking around, if we're not using it, what's the point? Might as well just put it on airplane mode. With the electricity still radiating out of it, there's protective shields. They're cheap as anything. You can get them on Amazon. And just slide that right in, and you're good to go. It definitely blocks and shields and helps. There's clothes that's coated with nickel. The same type of fabric that I've coated our electric box here with.
Really?
And actually surrounded the electrical mumbo jumbo underneath the front desk.
Uh-huh.
There's clothing that's woven with this. So when you're in your car, you're going on a long flight.
Doesn't it be great for the plane?
Absolutely, be amazing for an airplane ride. Even before you get on an airplane ride, it is really smashing all these EMFs, your cells. So as opposed to covering yourself there,
Mm-hmm.
cup of coffee beforehand, even on there. Coffee
Always
is an
do.
amazing antioxidant.
Drink my coffee on the plane.
Green Vibrance before and after and continued after is another amazing, amazing antioxidant. We've also got the molecular hydrogen. Take some molecular hydrogen tabs, bring them with you. Have some before, during, and after, and even for days after, because, I mean, molecular hydrogen, right, Lila? It's just one of the best antioxidants you probably ever get.
Yes.
Exactly. Why can't you always be this cute? Seriously.
This is what happens when summer camps are canceled.
So the EPA labeled magnetic fields a class 3 carcinogen. Yeah, class 3 carcinogen. A big source of this is your power grid in the house. Now, what's worse is these smart grids, because they are on 5G technology. So it's right there at your house, coming in,
Bombarding.
hitting you, absolutely
Yes.
bombarding you.
Yeah.
Go back to the old school power grid at your house, the power meter, and yeah, take a protector and coat it. It's pretty inexpensive, I gotta say.
Mm-hmm.
I actually worked it up, and if you want to go nuts, absolutely nuts.
Let's go nuts.
Let's go crazy.
just go crazy.
I mean, yeah, you can spend $10,000 to $20,000 on just protecting your whole self.
Live in Faraday cages.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And convert your house into a Faraday cage, which should be pretty cool. Convert your room into a Faraday cage.
That would be awesome.
I would like that very much.
Right.
The effects of these electromagnetic fields, the farther you get from them, the less they have an effect on your body. So get as far away. I mean, realistically, if you're on some island out in the middle of nowhere,
You're good.
you should be good. Don't bring your phone with you. I guess there comes a point. How much do people care? How much do you care? How much do I care? How much do you care? How much does everybody care? Most people don't even realize it. They don't think twice about it, do they?
No. Not on their radar.
Until, hey, I got a tumor. Wonder where that came from. I'm not thinking so hot. Wonder why. It must be all the sugar I'm eating, which probably does have an effect, but not 100% entirely. These electromagnetic frequencies, I'm trying to scare you. I really am. I want to say I'm not trying to scare you, but I'm trying to scare you. They are...
Bring awareness. You're bringing awareness. You don't have to scare people.
Be terrified. This is like Halloween stuff. Watch a Halloween movie.
Want to watch Hostel later?
No, that's terrifying. But in all seriousness, these are...
They're toxic. Yeah, it's
Mhm.
toxic. Your
And-
cell phone is toxic. Everything is toxic.
Everything is toxic. You gonna go there?
Why not?
5G technology. You can very well start to experience eye problems, problems with vision. Problem.
That is a problem.
Heart arrhythmias.
That is a problem.
Undiagnosed, unexplainable, which we call idiopathic pain. You got pain for no reason whatsoever. If you're starting to experience more pain right now and there's no real rhyme or reason, it's a very good chance it could be due to the new technologies. Coming down with viruses more often. Could be because of a reduction in...
Lower immune system.
Let me ask you, do you have close to where you sleep or spend most of your day, your wireless router? If the answer is yes, move it immediately. It's no ifs, ands, or buts. Move it to the absolute other side of the house. And find a way to get a wired-only router and hardwire it right in. Ground it. These are...
Grounded, people. Do you hear that? Grounded.
Decreased bacterial growth, which also means the good bacteria in your gut, more apt to be sick.
You need the good gut bacteria.
Exactly. Using a laptop computer, if you're not grounding it, you are the ground.
So sitting it on the lap, which all of us have done.
A lot of them do. Put it on the table even, and once your hands are on it, you are now the ground. So think about what happens when you are grabbing a wire and you touch it. If you're not wearing rubber gloves, if you're not connected properly to be the flow through, you are now the ground. And if you're the ground, you're going to get a heck of a shock. You're not necessarily going to get the shock here from the laptop, but you are getting all that exposure direct into you. So if you're on that laptop for an hour or two, all of it is being absorbed and your body's being bombarded. All these deletrious effects, that's my guess word of the last couple of weeks, is deletrious, are going to be going on here. There is a difference between ionizing and non-ionizing radiation. You know, ionizing radiation is the real simple one of nuclear exposure. Yeah, that's going to suck.
Woo.
Non-ionizing radiation, on the contrary, this is where you're going to start getting cellular changes going on. I'm not going to get too into calcium-gated channels here because everyone's going to get bored and flip off on this one.
Yes.
But this is where all these deleterious, scandalous effects start happening.
Scandalous!
Seriously, shut off your Wi-Fi at night, especially if it's in the house. Shield your phones, turn on to airplane mode. For your alarm clock, use a battery-operated one.
Oh my gosh, go old school. Can you remember having to use a battery clock to wake up in the morning?
Exactly. Speakerphone is a great thing for the cell phone. Another one here is don't carry your cell phone on you.
Yeah, don't put it in your pocket, put it in your bra.
Exactly.
Leads to increased cancer risks.
It's a big deal to reduce and remove that toxic burden, right, Lila?
Yeah.
We're already being bombarded by toxins on a daily occurrence, right, Lila?
Yeah.
So why continue to put a bigger burden on yourself? Don't you want to live really long, Lila?
Yeah.
Live happy?
Yeah.
Live for ever? And look like and feel like the way you do right now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The epitome of functionized, right there.
Exactly. Alright, Shalala. If you have any other questions on this, we're here in the Fit Lab like all day, every day, and if not, well, I'm probably out making a movie. And she'll be here. So, feel free to direct message, email, leave messages in the text box below, and we'll respond very easily.
Fascinating topic and one that affects everybody.
I put some pretty detailed show notes into our website on the Healthy Happy Hour page, functionized.com // triple H. It's HHH.html. And I'll put that in the feed below this as well. Right, Lila?
Yeah!
So, Chantea, what is going to be the challenge for the week here?
So I have found it to be extremely beneficial to get up every morning and walk an hour before I get my day going. There's nothing stopping you from getting it. Like I say with breathing, it doesn't cost you anything and you don't need a prescription to get it. Walking will not cost you anything and you don't need a prescription or a gym or anywhere to do it. So for my challenge to you is to be walking 1 hour every day for the next month.
And when have you found the best time for that to be?
For me, it's 6 a.m.
Why?
because I don't like to walk when it's hot.
And would you find maybe as the day goes on that you're less inclined to have that motivation at the end of the day?
Absolutely. I'll sometimes do a second one in the evening because it's beautiful out and there's nothing wrong with getting your vitamin D in. So enjoy the summer while we have it. Nothing stopping you from being a better version of yourself. You want to shed some extra weight.
Yes, there is. You know what's stopping them from being a better version of themselves?
Them.
Yeah, themselves. So
Don't be that statistic.
Right.
Be the good statistic and get up and walk.
So if you're having a tough time to be a better version of yourself, it's on you. We're here to guide you in the right direction and give you all the best information possible. But it's up to you. You're the one that's actually got to move one foot in front of the other. We call it one step at a time.
It is one step at a time.
So with that being said, as always, thank you very much from the bottom of our heart. And I encourage you to share this with your best friend, share this with your family, and
All those that you care about and would like to keep around longer.
absolutely. And I'm going to actually post this on our podcast as well, and go back to a lot of the other Healthy Happy Hours and put them up on the podcast so you can listen to those while you're taking that nice long walk. Right, Lila?
Yes!
Yeah! Yeah.
Alright, as always, from the bottom of my heart, thank you.
Thank you, thank you.
Be
Thank
the
you.
best version of yourself possible, and as always, live functionized.
Till next
Thank you.